All right, what's happening, Cisco?
What's up, my boy?
All right, tell everyone where you from.
Hey, I'm Cisco From the Woods from Redwood City, California. You feel me?
Hey,
Yeah, representing.
so what's been on your mind lately?
Damn, this how we starting?
We started.
It's been on my mind lately, just success, man. Just trying to go up one way or another.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, so look, the way we came up was through the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
All right, the struggle. Define what the struggle means to you.
The struggle is waking up. Do I have light today? Do I have electricity? Do I have hot water? Do I have food on the table for me to eat? What am I going to eat the next day? How am I going to get to school, to work, wherever the case may be? That's a struggle. Not having the funds, the sufficient funds to have a regular life, I say.
Some pretty deep stuff, man. So I could tell you have a lot on your shoulders right now.
Yeah.
As a man, what does it feel like you carrying that day to day?
As a man, I feel like it's part of it. It's part of being a man. You're not a man if you're not stepping up and facing your fears, your struggles, and going out your way to reach for your goals, right? Whether you have a lot on your shoulders or a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
there's still going to be some weight. It all depends on what you're going to do with that weight. Are you going to let that weight sink you in? Or are you going to use that weight to leverage you and push you up?
Is that why you started getting into the art, creating music? Just because to tell your story?
Yes, that's part of it for sure. Part of it was to tell my story, express myself, and have other people that are going through the same thing relate to that and see that you can make something out of nothing.
I like that. What's a childhood memory that will forever change you?
That forever changed me.
Yeah.
One day I woke up, I was little. I was living in Mexico at that point. I remember I woke up, I got woken up by my mom's. Like, get your ass up, it's late. It's time to go to school, right? And she came out to me with a candlelight and the wax spilled on me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, you know? As a little kid, you don't understand. We didn't have enough money to pay for the electricity, so it was just early morning, dark outside, candles everywhere. I'm like, this shit again. Why can't we just have light? And I'm not gonna lie, I was harsh on my mom because I didn't understand, you know? It's like, why the fuck are we living like this? Why can't I have fucking light? Why can't you
What's
just,
with the other kids?
you know, why can't you just
Yeah.
drive me to work? Why do we have to wake up super early so we can walk miles just to get to school, you know?
Yeah.
And there was wax on my boxers because I sleep with just boxers, you know, and I'm little or whatever.
Yeah.
To the day, I always think back to those boxers with hella wax, and I just remember like where I started. And it's just to wake up now and throw on a nice fit. You might think, oh, he's just looking fresh, but to me, it's a little more meaningful than that. It's more like, look at what I accomplished, look at where I'm at now. So that's a childhood memory that I'm always gonna remember. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you sounded like you had that pain and suffering, and it's like a chip on your shoulder.
For sure, for sure. And it humbles me every single time too. When like my ego starts going up, I just think about that and it humbles me back again.
Would you say your mom is your biggest influence in your life?
Oh, for sure. My mom's a warrior. She been through a lot and she still got us here.
Yeah.
And
Same with my moms.
yeah, I'm always gonna be grateful. And I wish I could pay her, but that's just priceless. There's no way I could pay her. You know, I could buy her anything. I could buy her a house and anything, but that's not gonna pay for
The sacrifice.
the sacrifice she did to get us to where we are. So I'm forever grateful, man.
So your family dynamics, do you have a big family?
It's a medium-sized family. You know,
Besides your mom, who else has had an influence in your life? It doesn't have to be your family. It could be a homie. It could be a mentor. It could be a brother or sister, teacher.
my little brother for sure. You know,
Or tell us about your little brother, the influence he has had in your life.
he's younger than me, you know, by like 5 years, 6 years. I just look at him and I see myself, you know. I can give him the guidance that nobody was able to give me as an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is that we're a little different. He has a really big heart.
Okay.
And I can be a little cold sometimes. I'm the one that's the most isolated from the family. And he's the one that's always just checking in on everyone and keeping everybody together, you know? And I always just look up to that because I wish I could be like that. So it was always a good influence for me to always check back in with my family because he was always there pushing that, you know? So I'm always grateful for family, bro. That's the main influence for me is family, bro.
Great. The first day that you got behind a microphone, can you tell me about that day and that moment and how it felt?
So English is my second language,
Okay.
right? I wouldn't say it was the best experience because I'm like a perfectionist. If I don't like something little out of what I did,
Yeah.
I thought I should have waited and start again, do it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm always harsh on myself with that. So the first time I got on the studio or behind the microphone, I did my thing. It was like a dream come true. I always, look at artists or look at videos and be like, I want to be like that. And so when I was in that position, I put a lot of pressure on myself to already be at this level when I need to understand that I'm starting at this level. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was a very big stepping stone. I wasn't as satisfied as I should have been, but it for sure opened the door to a new world.
If that world that you entered, is it a world that you currently like, damn, this is my world? Or you're like just trying to navigate through it?
Um, I'm learning as I go. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of trial and error. But if I look back to my young days where I was like a little kid, and if someone was to tell me that I'm gonna be in this position that I'm at right now, I wouldn't believe it. I just would be like, that's impossible. Ain't no way. I gotta give myself props too. I ain't gonna lie.
Right on. When the first time you got noticed, how did it feel?
I felt gratification. I felt the love. I realized that genuine support is out there.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
You know,
real like fans and
real
people.
real love.
It's always the people you don't know, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, keep doing what you're doing, keep pushing,
Yeah.
bro." Like,
Yeah.
and you're like, "I don't even know, bro."
Mhm.
And it's like, but when you hear that words of encouragement, it's like it makes you push a little harder.
Oh, it gives me motivation every single time. It's like I'm running on E.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as someone comes up to me like, hey, bro, when you drop it again, the last video went crazy. It's like I just put 91 gas in my tank and I'm back up and I'm ready to gas it, you know?
Mm-hmm. As a Mexican rapper pushing the culture forward, what do you want to tell all the other up and coming Mexican rappers and the community that you're in?
I want to tell them to embrace your culture and your roots. I feel like a lot of people try to impersonate or be like the people that are already successful
Mm-hmm.
and just be mainstream. And I think that you should just be you and embrace where you came from and exploit that.
Mm-hmm.
People want something new. People want to see the genuine in you. People want to see the creativity and something different, you know? You want to stand out your own way. You don't want to just follow the same steps someone did because they were successful.
You just want to be a copycat.
Exactly, right? You want to be you. And I feel like a lot of Latino artists feel the pressure of trying to fit into the mainstream and they decided going to doing little trap or doing little, you know what I mean? Instead of like rap in Spanish, bro. Your first language is Spanish, rap in Spanish. You know? Like
You have that advantage.
right?
You have a whole nother market that
You have two cultures, yeah. You
have to
use both. Exactly. So and I saw that when I was just doing music in English, just pure English,
Mhm.
right? And
And when you flip
until
to Spanish,
until I flipped to Spanish, I started going oh crazy.
yeah.
When people come up to me, like to the day, first thing they told me is, I want you to be on one of my songs and I want you to do your Spanish thing.
Were you afraid, like, because you want to appease to the American crowd, the Mexican Spanish crowd, that one crowd's going to think of you this way because, oh, he's a sellout because he's not all in Spanish, or like vice versa? What do you say about that?
Yeah, it's for sure a battle where I'm gonna fit in, who's gonna like it, who's not. But at the end of the day, man,
Don't care who likes.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me, and if it's making me happy, and it's making you happy, by all means, you're part of my team. And if it doesn't, you know what? Stay in your lane. I stay in mine. You know what I mean?
People gonna fuck with it if it's good music.
That's what I'm saying. If you're putting good product out there, there's no way. Even if you don't like the Spanish, even if you don't understand it,
Yeah.
you can see the quality in it. You know?
Like, for instance, look at all the people that be bumping like that Bunny.
Right.
Bump that shit in the club. How many people in that club don't even know Spanish?
Right.
They loving it.
The white girls going crazy. The white girls going crazy with Bad Bunny. They don't know what he's saying, but they still singing along.
They throwing that shit back.
They throwing it back. I'm right behind them.
They're like,
Yeah, bro. It's all about the quality, the rhythm, just the vibe, the energy you put behind it, really. You know what I mean? I could listen to an artist that's from a different place with a different language, and I could still tell you that's a good song because you could just hear it. Music is just listening, you know? So it's like, I mean, understanding takes it to another level because now you know what the fuck he's saying. You get the punchlines and stuff like that, but just listening, background perspective, just like the quality of the music, you can hear it when it's good or when it's not. And I'm gonna tell you like it is. I'm gonna tell you if it's good or I'm gonna tell you if it's not. You know? Just like I expect people to tell me, like, I don't want you to just be dick riding or just give me fake love. Like, yeah, you go hard just because we got some emotion going.
yeah.
I want you to be like, it went crazy, but I feel like this word right here kind of was like, or this right here kind of, like, be straight up. I like constructive criticism.
There you go. A lot of people don't like constructive criticism.
I love it.
They don't want to hear the negatives,
I feed off the negatives.
you know? As a solo artist, when did you start realizing like, hey, I need a team? I think a lot of solo artists have a hard time accepting.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, you can only do so much as one person, you know? Just the start of 2024, I realized that this is getting bigger than just me, you know?
Yeah, you got a community now.
It's a whole movement. And I definitely need a team. And I definitely rely on my team. You know, shout out Beto from the Mid, shout out Cash Buddha 650, shout out Gutta Gutta, Chewy G, Reefa, Reem, etc. Right?
Yeah.
And I can rely on them and I have full trust in that they're gonna make the right choices for everyone, you know? It just makes the movement way bigger. It makes it more meaningful. I don't want to be up there and be by myself. I want to be up there and I want to enjoy with the whole people that were around me.
So the gentlemen you just mentioned, are they all other artists?
They're all artists from the 650.
Okay.
Shout out to the 650.
Nice, nice. And the dynamics. So, you know, big groups, usually they put one or two rappers in the forefront.
Right.
How do you guys deal with that?
We are actually pretty good and none of us are like greedy. None of us want to take the spotlight. All of us are just giving each other our time when it's our time. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Because everyone has
so it's like my brother's training right now. We're going to fully support that and push it.
and it's when your turn to
When it's my turn, they're behind me, ready to support, no question.
yeah.
It's my other boys' time to shine, and we just go like that, and no one is being left behind. We're all just pushing each other, and we just keep climbing, bro.
Yeah, because when you get in a group and when you fucking eliminate that jealousy factor,
Yeah,
when your boy wins, you win, and you start understanding that mentality, it's all coming up from there. You know what I'm saying?
for sure, man. It's just gotta be open to it. You can't just be greedy and want it all for yourself, bro. If I have a whole box of pizza, bro, everybody's getting a slice.
Even though you may want to be eating 3, 4,
Even though I'm starving and I can eat the whole pizza, everyone's getting a slice. Everyone's eating, bro.
that's the right mentality because you're going to win like that.
Hey, look,
Because there's no man hungry.
exactly.
Women.
Yeah.
All right.
Favorite topic.
Do you think women get in the way with a successful career?
Shit, they do. They do. Unfortunately, maybe we're not approaching it the right way,
Mm-hmm.
but they're definitely a big distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think it's helpful?
I mean, in what way?
They're there for their love when they just want all your time and you're trying to do the music and you're trying to be the artist, and other girls are coming up to you like, hey, let me take a picture, and then your girl's like, who is that bitch?
Type shit.
I saw how you were looking at her. But you got to take a genuine picture. You know what I'm saying? And you got to grow your fan base,
Yeah.
and you got to be a cool person.
Yeah.
And you can't just be ignoring half of your fan base
Right.
because
Right.
they're females.
Right.
What do you say to women that want to date you and you're like,
What I say? If you're not ready to ride the whole trip, just don't involve yourself. What I mean by that is, so you find a girl that's willing to understand that you're an artist, that you have to be outside. You have attention on you all the time. that fans, whether they're males or females, are gonna come up to you, ask for pictures, etc.
So it's okay for you to take pictures with 50,000 dudes, but when one badass breezy comes up to you,
But then it's a whole other problem.
yeah,
So until you find a girl that can understand that and she's okay with that and she's ready to rock with it, then I feel like maybe it can build to something else. But I feel like most of the females, especially nowadays, they want all the attention for themselves. It's hard to find love for real.
yeah. So are you okay just like being solo in your love life?
I love my single life. I love my single life, and this is the reason why I'm single, because I've been through experiences that I've noticed that they get in the way of my success and of the time that I put into this shit. They just see the music videos.
Yeah,
They just see the music. They just see us popping out doing things, right? But they don't see the backstory of all the time we put in, of all the work we put in, all the money that's invested into it. Like,
most of the time you just by yourself with the art. They don't want to see that.
they're like, there you go again, going to the studio. It's like, what you mean? I'm an artist. I'm gonna be in the studio. That's my second home, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I choose to be single, bro. You know, maybe until I'll find a girl that could kind of like be a team member, then maybe it could lead somewhere else. Other than that, man, I'm rocking by myself.
Sounds like you're safeguarding your peace.
For sure, bro. Peace is the right word.
What would your definition of success be as a artist?
As an artist,
Like when you said, "Hey, I made it. I can care less if I grow this much more." Like, what's the pivot point?
being able to collaborate with artists that I look up to, or maybe being able to do a show like Coachella or something like that. I'm standing on the stage and like just take a step back, look at my whole team, look at the crowd, and be like, "Look what we made it," and just being economically stable, for sure.
So, with the economically stable, living a certain lifestyle can get you uneconomically stable real quick.
Yeah, I like to spend money for sure. Yeah. So you gotta be smart with it too. People look at you when you're fresh, or when you just got a new car, or you just got a new chain, and they look at it automatically as, look at you flexing. And people do it for that.
Oh yeah. People want to flex.
For me, those are like little achievements, or those are little trophies that I give myself as gratitude for the work I've been putting in. You get what I'm saying? So I wear it proudly, like, this, I earned it myself. I could give a fuck if you like it or not. I could give a fuck if it's expensive or not. It's just for me. You feel me? This is my prize. This
It
is,
could be a $2 necklace or a $2,000 necklace.
it could be
$20,000.
exactly right. And so it's just for my own satisfaction. I've started learning that you gotta treat yourself here and there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
take care of yourself, take care of your health, take care of your wealth, and you're gonna be good.
Your community. You're from which city exactly?
Big R's, Redwood City,
Okay.
city of the woods.
How was it like living in Redwood City? Did it shape you to the man you are today?
For sure it did.
How?
Back in the day, it was very active with gangs, very active with a lot of things, right?
A lot of things.
um,
How did you not like get sucked up into that vortex?
I think I had to go through an experience that made me kind of step back, because you could easily get soaked up into it and get lost in the sauce very easily, which happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, you're like
And-
one moment away from a life altering experience.
Yeah, from a life altering experience, or from just losing your life, period, you know?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you just gotta learn the hard way.
Have you seen people lose their lives?
I've seen people lose their lives. I've seen people lose loved ones. I've seen people still be here but lose themselves
Like with drugs or
with drugs, you name it, just vices.